Good morning! Welcome to Wednesday's Writers' Workshop. My name is Allison. I'm the writer of gritty contemporary fiction, and I also write some inspirational non-fiction. This morning I'd like to address a question that's come through on my Facebook page about how I develop characters. I use all sorts of techniques, one of which is mind maps, which I've talked about in the past. I also use a character profile sheet, which is about 6 or 7 pages long, and that collates all the information. So even if I have done a mind map, I'll often fill out the character profile. I do this for all my major characters because it helps to when your cast is growing, to help you remind yourself of some of the little things that you've decided, some of the mannerisms perhaps, or their attitudes. I'm not going to run through the whole character profile because these mini movies are supposed to be mini, and if I run through the whole profile it'll take quite a long time. But some of the things that I thought I'd highlight that you might find particularly useful, and if you would like a copy of this, just message me through my Facebook page, Allison Writer. If you send me a message with your email address, I'll be happy to email it through to you, or you can pick up my email address direct on my website. The details are at the end of the movie. But there's all the obvious things like their family and what they look like and all the rest of it. But some of the things that are more interesting, I think, are the personality traits. For example, I always choose 3 positive and 3 negative. And I always choose an inner and an outer characteristic. And what I mean by that is we often portray ourselves in one way to the world. That's how we like to be perceived. And we may well have a different characteristic internally. And that often comes out when we're under pressure. And your characters, or certainly your main protagonist, if your story is gripping, will be under pressure through the story. And their inner personality will come out. So you really need to understand your characters. The other things I think are quite interesting to explore is what their relationship to other things. So their relationship to the opposite sex, their relationship to the same sex, their relationship to children, their neighbours, their friends, their family, people who are more successful than them, who are less successful than them. I think you get the point. It's really about how do they interact with different aspects of their world, because that can, you understanding that can really enhance the authenticity of your characters. It is a time-consuming process, and when I'm filling out a character profile, I don't always, I might do the mind map and transfer some of it, but I'll have gaps, and I may not know what all of the answers to those questions are straight away. I may need to spend a few days with the character to really get a feel for them. That means taking them shopping with me, watching TV with them, spending a few days with them. Now I know that sounds like I'm a crazy lady, and perhaps all us writers are a little bit crazy, but I do think that you need to really get to know the character you've created. You are their creator, you are their God, and you really do need to fully understand them, so that when you go to write scenes, you know exactly where they're coming from. You know the words they'd say, you know the intonation, you know their favourite phrases, swear words, how they move their body. So that's how I develop characters. I hope you found that helpful. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye!